It has been a very long time since I've done a video, so I figured why not? Oh, okay. I plan on bleaching my hair the rest of the way. So I bleached my hair a week or so ago, and I used color remover on half of my head. Well, a little over half of my head. I only had like this much left over here that I couldn't get with the color remover because my hair was too long. So I did bleach, regular bleach, and then after that it didn't come out enough, so I bleached all of the length again, and some of my hair started falling out, but it's okay. We have hair to spare. It's really long. I am going to bleach it again. I'm going to avoid bleaching these like greenish bluish ends. So like this stuff here, I'm not gonna be bleaching any of that. Or like any of this stuff right here, this whitish greenish blue, I'm not going to be bleaching any of that. I'm going to be bleaching all of this pink and orange, and I'm going to get to my roots today. And then there's my short half of my hair, and I'm going to be bleaching all of that because all of this is just healthy, normal hair. Well, healthy. It is bleached. But all of this is fine. This is grew out from a shave that I did like a year ago, I want to say. I shaved too much of it off, so I didn't really care for it, so I'm letting it grow out. And if all else fails, if like all of this gets too damaged or whatever, I can just cut all of my hair short again and then restart the grow process. So, that's the plan. I have a backup plan. Will I miss my long hair? Yes, of course. I've been growing it out for like 2 years now. And you can only grow your hair out so many times. Look at this cute little curly Q. What are you doing? But yeah, you can only grow your hair out so many times because, you know, you die eventually. And, with that being said, you never know when you're gonna die. So, hopefully I'll die with long hair. Because that means it'll be at least a few years from now, you know? So, I'm gonna take a step that almost nobody does when they're doing their hair, and it drives me bonkers. So I have wavy hair, if you can't tell. There's a lot of wave in that. Not down here because it's too damaged, but I normally have like some curls in my hair. And because of those curls, it's hard to get through those strands evenly. So I go through with a straightener and I straighten all that hair. I could probably fry this off, but whatever. Again, I can just get a haircut. But I straighten all that hair so that it gets through those strands more evenly. And I don't have to struggle so much or try and re-bleach spots that are going to be impossible to get to because it's all curled up. And I can't touch other spots because it'll freaking fry those pieces off, you know? This is already going to be difficult enough, but I have faith that I can do it. It's probably a bad thing to have faith that I can do it, because I haven't bleached my hair in so long that when I was bleaching my hair with this stuff and the color remover, I almost passed out due to the fumes, and my bathroom window was all the way open, and my door was all the way open, and I almost passed out. It was an ordeal. So, I've got my thingamadoo up to 310, which is too high, but that's fine. I need it to be quick. I have 2 sick kids right now, so That's another fun thing. It's gonna be a little difficult to bleach my hair with 2 sick children, but it's not that I haven't done it before. Okay. Now that I've gotten most of the short stuff down, don't fall off. We're going to split the hair somewhat evenly. Not too bad for just fingers, right? Then we're gonna brush the hair. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's all puffy and curly and wavy, and you can't get anything through there evenly because it's just too much in the way. I've almost always straightened my hair before doing it, and not straightening my hair in the past is what led me to straightening my hair, because I realized how much easier it would be if my hair was straight and I could get through those strands easier. You see the difference? I can get through that section way easier than I can this. This is also not a tutorial. You cannot blame me for anything that happens to your hair if you try and do what I do in this video, okay? It's not my fault. This is likely going to be part 1 of 2 parts, because I'm probably going to have to take a few minutes in between the straightening and doing something for my kids, because again, they're sick. And then setting everything up, I could probably record, and hopefully it doesn't take too terribly long. I'm going to be making several bowls of lightener. I'm going to be making 1 scoop and then 2 parts developer, 1 scoop bleach, and then I'm going to use that whole thing on the bottom part of my hair, and then I'm going to go up each level and do a new bowl of bleach each time. That way it gets fully saturated, it's all the way even throughout. Ugh. And that way my bleach doesn't expire, because bleach expires when you're doing your hair. So you don't want to leave it sitting out in the air for a long period of time. It even says that on the tub, because I have a tub of it. I don't have a box of bleach. So I'm just following the directions of that, and you can see that my hair is oily, greasy, which is something else that you would like to have to help protect your hair just a little bit more. Not that it's going to protect it a whole bunch, but it will protect it a little bit more from the damage of the bleach for a little bit longer. I love that I tell you that this isn't a tutorial, and I'm giving you like all the hints and clues that I use to try and ensure a perfect bleach job. Ooh, that is hot. One of my best friends, she has like thick hair, super thick, and she like straightens her hair with like 350 plus on her straightener, and she just like grabs her hair immediately after and rakes her fingers through it. I'm like, girl, no way. That's impossible. You are crazy. So I'm likely gonna upload these in 2 separate parts as well. I'm probably gonna upload this part, and then my hair's still kind of puffy. And it's because I live in a very humid area, so my hair is always kind of frizzy. It doesn't matter how much I straighten it or the products I use in it. It doesn't matter. If you live in a humid state, you know. You know the struggle. Sorry, I keep looking up here because I'm looking at the mirror. I don't want to use my phone screen to try and get this perfect, you know, because my phone screen is, for one, like 2 feet away from me, and I'm blind. I have terrible far vision. Like, I have to have stuff like a foot away from my face for me to be able to see it properly. And even then I have to squint a little bit. Oh, goodness. My hair does not want to straighten today. I try and go quick because I don't like the heat on my hair for very long, but I've heard that you should do less streaks and more, like, waiting on the hair for less damage. Which, I mean, I guess kind of makes sense, but also doesn't. I'm not a hairdresser, so don't ask me. I wanted to go, ouch, that's hot. Wanted to go to school to be a hairdresser, but life said no. Ouch. It was very hot. Also, don't mind my desk back there. I haven't cleaned that up in a week. Those are my nighttime water bottles. And if it's sat there overnight, I can't drink it the next day, so. Ouch. That is very hot. Okay. See, even with straightening my hair, the bottom part, which was the part that was like snapping and breaking when I was pulling on it, isn't bad. So I think all the snappy parts broke off during my first 2 showers, because my hair is nice now. My hair really likes bleach for some reason, and I know that's a weird thing to say, but my hair bleaches really easily, and my hair doesn't usually get like super damaged from bleach. Usually I've only ever had to cut my hair twice when bleaching it, and I have bleached my hair more times than I can count. I like doing light colors, and spring is coming up, or spring is here actually, and I usually go lighter colors when spring hits, so I do like oranges and yellows. I haven't done orange. Oh no, I did orange last year for summer. I do the brighter, warm kind of colors, except for red. I did red a few months ago, and that's part of what this is right here, is some of the red. All of this bleached out really well because this has all been bleached so many times. It's been insane. So, I again barely lost any hair. Like a few strands here and there, but so, except for this one spot right here. which is the spot that I curl behind my ear like that. That one spot doesn't want to uncurl, but that's fine. That's not a big deal. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to separate my hair into pretty thin sections so that I don't screw up. So I have to separate my hair into pretty thin sections. Ouch. And that's how I will avoid a whole bunch of overlapping, because my hair will be easier to get through with thinner sections. I don't have to worry so much about overlapping. Like, these are thick sections, but I'm usually really good at saturating all of it because I've bleached my hair so many times. So I'm going to be avoiding pretty much from here down, because this is all the stuff that's been super processed for so many times. But I'm going to go close like I did here in this spot. You can't really tell, but about 1/2 inch to 1 inch away from my scalp. Go all the way up and go all the way out. And I'm going to bleach those sections. It looks like a much bigger section than it actually is. I might cut that in half, but I have very fine hair. Very fine. I have a decent amount of it, but I have very fine hair, so I'm able to get through it pretty darn easily. Maybe I'll go this way. Ooh. Yeah, I'll probably go that way. That's too little. That's better. Yeah. No, that's still too little. Why does it keep... Probably because I'm not going at an angle. Yeah, sure, that's fine. We'll do it that way. So yeah, this is my plan. I'm going to go through each section and stop about there. Well, I am being beckoned, so I will start recording again here in just a few minutes.